Please educate me. Tell me what... I mean, it looks awful what's going on.
It's really disappointing. We've all seen those images at the airports and those queues and passengers who have waited many, many months, years now, to travel. So really frustrating, disappointing. To answer the question, we've got to go back a little bit, and we've got to go back to March 2020, when the whole of the sector was completely shut down, not just in the UK, but a global infrastructure. We're restarting from scratch. The industry has been absolutely decimated. Staff have left the workforce. We're struggling for labour, as is the whole economy. So trying to build back a business, and we are literally restarting. The industry has suffered on and off for 2 years now.
So Shap's right in a way. When Shap says they've taken bookings, but they haven't got the physical number of men and women to provide the service, does Shap's have a point?
No, I don't think it has a point. I think it's not that simplistic. I think, running a travel business is exceptionally complicated. There are many moving parts. So the industry does not go out of its way to disrupt holidays, disrupt flights. It does. It's doing everything it can to make sure that we've got the logistics in the right place. Operationally, the infrastructure is robust, and we can make sure people can travel.
But it's not making a very good job of it, is it?
Well, let's put it into context. 18,000 flights took off last week. 18,000, it's about 6 million people that will be that had a great travel experience from British airports. Around 300 flights were cancelled, but not cancelled on the day, not cancelled the day before. There is advance notice. Now, that does not make it acceptable. That does not make it right.
But to be fair, Julia, that has not happened here in every case. There are lots and lots of first-hand accounts of people turning up at airports and thinking they've checked in.
Yeah, and it's and
then being cancelled.
Absolutely.
So you're arguing that actually, as a percentage of the total number of flights, it's awful, but still relatively small.
It is relative. It's 2%. 2% of all flights are being cancelled. That's not good enough. That's still not good enough. And as I say, you cannot excuse the fact that people have waited for years and they're not able to travel. my members, I've got 700 members across the UK. They're travel agents. All they are doing day in, day out is servicing customers who've had flights cancelled, who now can't travel because, they're having to amend. So they are there working night and day to try and make sure customers can depart. So it's going to take some time before we can operationally make sure the industry's back. We've got a busy half-term week. I flew to Spain on Monday. I genuinely went through security at Stansted, no problem. The flight left on time, not an issue. So there are pockets of situations. And actually what the industry needs to do is communicate. We need to communicate better with customers and make sure our customers are up to speed.
It may be only 2%, but it's pretty upsetting for that 2%. One last thought on all of this. I've picked up yesterday that it isn't just in the UK this is happening. It's actually a global problem. Thousands of flights all across the Western world. It's not just us suffering with this.
Absolutely not. This is a knock-on impact. The whole infrastructure, the UK infrastructure, is supported by a global one. So it has a knock-on impact right across the board. So Schiphol Airport has had it quite horrendously. Yeah. But in the US, lots of flights have been cancelled. Yes,
more cancellations there, I think.
Yeah. But not an excuse, but we've got to work through it.